1, 2, 3.
Where's Reis?
Yeah. Hey. Okay.
Where's Reis?
Matter of fact, how you say it in your language? Is there a way to say it in your language?
Not the Reis.
Okay. Make it sound like dope. Maybe say, where the fuck is Reis at? But like in your language though. You don't have curse words in your language? That's beautiful, bro. Wow, never knew that. And what's your native tongue? Miriam. Miriam. You just say what's up.
Where's Reis?
Okay, Mr. Les, what's your name and where are you from, sir?
My name is Les Sali. I'm from Murray Island in Torres, Strait.
Okay, and so for those who don't know where that is at, where is that located? Because I've never heard of it until I came to Australia.
The eastern part of Torres Strait.
Okay. And do most of the people there look like you and I?
Yes.
That's amazing. So like, where I'm from in America, like nobody knows that people like us exist on this part of the world.
Hey, Louis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. And just tell me one more time, what are the name of those islands that you guys come from celebrating today?
Murray Island.
Murray Island.
That's the main island where we all live.
Okay.
And there's another 2 islands called Gawar and Reis.
Okay.
So that's the 2 other islands that we're celebrating the determination day today.
Okay. And how have you
I'll
guys...
show you the picture. Millie, oi.
Millie, come here.
Millie.
What is that?
On the back of this shirt right here?
That's the island day.
How do you say it? Dawar? How do you pronounce it? Dawar. Dawar Terai. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Millie.
That's all the totems there at the front.
Like the turtle. And so what does it represent? Is it anything
That's
meaningful?
the totem pole.
That's the totem pole for the island. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate it, brother. All right. Peace. Thank you, bro.
You're most welcome to stay and take videos. Ladies dancing.
Yeah, I love it. Pretty much Aboriginals and what is it, Torres Strait Islands are the first people of these lands, right? Wow. And so how has Europeans like colonization affected your culture?
Yeah, like they came here in Australia and like did everything on our land.
Yeah.
And stuff. Took our land from us.
Yeah. They took your land from you?
Took our land from us.
Wow.
Without asking.
Right.
Asked the traditional owners of the
Right. Right.
And that's what they did.
And so in America, you will be considered black, right?
Yeah.
Because you look like me.
Yeah.
So do you guys consider yourselves black?
Yep. Black and proud. Black power.
I know that's right, brother. Okay, what's your name, bro?
Jason.
Jason. So you from the Torres Strait Islands. How far is that from Australia, from here?
Well, our island, you have to catch that way.
It's that way. Okay.
We stay on the far east.
Okay.
Far east
The closest island to the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I won't take too much of your time, but I appreciate, you guys letting me record you and spreading the word to the people about black people being here in Australia and being the originals of Australia. I think it's a great story to tell, so thank you for being a part of my journey. And, peace and blessings to y'all, brothers. Peace. So I just finished talking to those Torres Strait Islanders back there, and I originally thought they were Aboriginal. And Aboriginals are the original inhabitants of Australia, but the Torres Strait Islanders are what we call Melanesians. They are a group of islands above north of Australia, but they all come together as Melanesia. And so those guys were Melanesian, and they said they didn't migrate from Africa, they had always been here. So they were pretty much celebrating the union of 3 specific islands in Melanesia. And that's why they were over there dancing and partying and singing together and playing the acoustic guitar and just having a good time. It's like a cookout, you know, like how black folks in America have cookouts. It was the same thing. So it was just amazing to see like that same tradition carried out thousands and thousands of miles apart from America. I wanted the conversation to be a lot more in depth, but a lot of them were afraid to talk about certain things. So I was asking them questions about police brutality and, you know, how they feel about being black in Australia. And I was asking them about do they experience racism, and they were afraid to even talk about that on camera. So it shows how universal that it is to be black in the world, and we experience the same thing. Like I was telling them, I was like, even though we come from 2 different parts of the world, we go through the same shit. We have the same history because we were both colonized, we were both killed just by being people of color. In America, we're never really, you know, taught that black people inhabited this land originally. And when we think about Asia, which is where they originally come from, because Melanesia is in Asia, that's a part of Asia. When we think about Asia, you don't think about black people, but their hair was nappy. Some of them had, you know, curls and loose hair. There was one guy, I was like, bro, you look just like my uncle. I just think there's so much that needs to be shown to the world about people and like what it really means to know geography and to know history and to know the truth. I'll leave y'all with that. I love y'all, and we'll talk soon. Peace. Get out my shot, boy. Looking crazy. All right, guys, how are you today?
Well, thank you very much.
Yes. And what's your name and where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Is it the correct way to address you as an Aboriginal or no? Aborigines were the original people of Australia, correct?
Yeah.
And so you are technically the originals of Australia.
We are tenants from all over, yeah. We were all solid generation.
Okay.
Yeah, from everywhere.
Okay.
All over the world.
All over the world. Is that so? Like where? So am I also technically Aboriginal as well?
That's it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, I'm from America, okay?
Where do you play basketball up one?
No, I don't play basketball. No.
Yeah, he's a camera teacher.
I'm into the arts. I'm into like music and writing and poetry and stuff like that. Yeah. You too? You look like it.
My background.
Yes.
Is a painter, war paint.
Okay.
That is the dancer.
I just think it's very interesting to show people that like this was originally a black land, because nowadays when people think of Australia, they just think of white people, you know. But you guys have such an amazing story. And I want to get your story more out into the public because I think it's a very interesting story to tell. How do you guys feel about the colonization of Australia?
As far as I'm concerned, like my grandmother and my grandfather, they never told the history, but I'm a mathematics student right around the table, and my grandfather and grandmother never told me a story, but they told me not to tell anyone else, but they know the culture is very strong.
Yes, yes. Our story is different from yours because we were taken from our land, and so that's all we know is America. But you guys, this is where you guys were born and raised, and like you've been here for thousands and thousands of years. We've only been in America for 400 years, so we don't have the same connection to the land in America like you guys have to the connection with the land here in Australia. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll leave you guys with that. Is that enough? Is that cool? Okay, thank you so much for your time. Have a good one, guys.
Excuse me, do you know where Reis is? Hi, Scott. Scott Adams here.
So I was at the park with my homies from the hostel, minding my business, when these 4 indigenous kids walked up to me like, "What up?" Okay, so what's your race, your ethnicity?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a proud Fijian.
Fiji.
Yes.
Really? You from Fiji?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
I never knew there was black people like who look like me in Fiji. That's crazy. Wow, that's amazing. What's your name, bro?
Timothy.
Wow.
Timothy Utubo Negalonga.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. And you?
I'm from PNG,
What does PNG stand for?
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea.
It's
Okay.
just all of dark-skinned people. It's no light.
Really? Okay, so why you light skinned then?
Because my mom's white.
Oh, okay. White from where?
Here.
From Australia. Okay, so would you be considered mixed or half caste? Like what's the
Half caste.
caste? Okay. What about you, bro?
Bro, I'm Torres Strait, indigenous of Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, top western Cyber Island, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, and I'm Aiden. For y'all out there, you know, add me on Instagram.
Word. Okay, what about you, bro?
I'm from Fiji and PNG.
You
My name's Gordon, yeah.
You from Fiji too?
Yeah, bro.
Wow, this is amazing. This is mind blowing. Okay, so for those who don't know, it's people who look like us in these places,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about Black Americans?
Oh, bro, we love them. We want more of them. Come,
Yeah.
Australia, come.
They're fun to talk to. They're really
All y'all
excellent.
black Americans,
Come to Australia.
This is
Come
the
down
place.
under. This is the place to be.
Come,
Cairns,
land down
Australia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
So would y'all say y'all niggas too?
Yeah, bro, of
nigga,
course.
bro.
Yeah, my
Bro.
nigga.
Man.
That's it, bro.
You half Word. Okay.
sir.
Well, I wish y'all the best, man. We gonna keep in touch, all right?
Cheers,
Yeah.
bro.
All right, peace.
Thank you.
Next time on Where's Reis? You seem to be very balanced with how you judge things. Like you're a very fair person. There's one part of you that seems to be very noble, but you can also have a side that's like, don't fuck with me.
This is amazing to see now. Like